because of the press, you then uncover this incredible story of corruption.
There we go.
And I mean, the thing that, which I'll let you tell sort of what happened, but when it was so corrupt that the Suffolk County Police Department turned away help from the FBI. They really wanted to be insular in this because they wanted to cover up that there was a whole other crazy story going on.
Look, if you're like, running your police department as like your personal crime pocketbook, the last thing you want is the FBI hanging around, right?
Right.
Early on in the case, when Commissioner Dormer ran the Suffolk County Police Department, they worked hand in hand with the FBI. They developed a profile. Hearing that profile now, which we include in the film, it's chilling. The profile was right on. They followed the cell phone data. They knew that the killer was probably somebody who lived in the certain area around Massapequa and went to work in Midtown Manhattan. That was dead on. The police doing interviews knew the story of what happened when Amber Costello went missing, that there was a John who was huge, almost, between like high 6 feet, like 6 foot something, who drove a green Chevy Avalanche.
Those two guys, Bear and I don't remember the other one's name. Dave, I loved them. Especially at the end where they're like,
give them their own show, Melissa.
Yeah, literally, because at the end they're like, we told them. I mean, they're just like incensed.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's crazy making, right? So
yeah.
I mean, look, in retrospect, it's crazy making because they were right? They had the right guy. It could have been like, okay, their lead would have gone nowhere, but their lead was the lead, right?
Yeah.
So, you have this really good information. But as soon as Jimmy Burke takes over the Suffolk County Police Department, he jumps like, I don't know, a million ranks, right? He's at one level. When Commissioner Dormer retires, DA Spoda, the DA of Suffolk County, promotes him, and he jumps over all kinds of people, becomes the chief of police of Suffolk County. They kick out the FBI. In fact, they send memos saying, you're not even allowed to talk to the FBI. They pull guys who had been working the case off the case just because they don't like them. And so nothing happened. They did not make it a priority.